asking for it right now, Kent,
Cathedral.
with our bull rush. We were just rushing around him, opening the pocket wide up for him to split. And those guys got to rear back a bit. They've got to fold back into it on the rush. As that quarterback breaks up the pocket, you got to fold back in and not keep rushing to the pinpoint of where you think he's going to be.
First and goal. Cathedral. 2 receivers off to the right. Back offset to the right of Jefferson. Jefferson back, sets up, throws left side looking for Hale. Hale's got it. He's in, touchdown. Hale went over to the top of Ernest Nunley to haul that one in. And it's a touchdown.
And Hale wanted that one. That's a matchup we've seen earlier this year in 7-on-7. These guys know each other well. And Ernest Nunley, time trying to play the spacing game with Hale at the back into that end zone. And Hale goes up, uses that extra inch or two that he has on Nunley to make the catch. Spectacular catch in the end zone.
That was actually a really good catch.
Really tough catch. It's a tough throw too, Kent. From where he's throwing that from, he just doesn't have a lot to throw that go route, right? You kind of got to, right when that snap hits your hands as a quarterback, you got to put that up right in the perfect spot. You got about half of a second to make that happen. A great job by the quarterback.
Offense stays on the field as Cathedral going for 2 here. Nunley and Hale locked up again. Jefferson looks right. Now he takes off running to the right, being chased by Ian Douglas. Throws, and it is no good. It's intercepted, and it is no good. So with 6:39 to go here in the third quarter, Cathedral 26 and Western 14.
It's John Hardy coming up with the interception. Does that one count in the record books right there?
No. Afraid it doesn't. You know, that last drive, you know, we said that was an important drive for the Pioneers, and they fumbled it on the first play and gets cashed in by Cathedral. Western's put the ball on the ground 4 times tonight, and Cathedral's picked it up twice. One time, got a huge break.
It's got a bunch of static right now. It's just like you pushed onto something or something. I'm not sure. It might be one of the connections.
Where's the BD?
Eating.
Let's see what Western can do here. As Villalobos has the ball teed up at his 40, kicking from right to left. Booms this one away and kicks it through the end zone again. And many kick. I'm going mute. Oh, now I'm back. Okay. When you have that many kicks, they go into the end zone for a touchback. That is a huge weapon, Justin.
Yeah, no doubt. You're keeping the ball out of the hands of Western's most dangerous return guys. A bunch of young. Skylar Lindsay, Osei, and Asegbe.
Yeah, no, they're not giving them the opportunity at all. And you really didn't expect that from either team. They're just way too fast, and you don't do a whole lot of special teams coverage. Okay, let's see what Thomas can do. Back to pass, throws complete. That's Aiden Payne. That's his first grab of the night. Payne comes to this game averaging 22 yards a catch. Just a short gain of 7 on that play, or call it 6.
Aiden Payne really took the pain on that one.
Still plenty of time. Thomas sends 3 receivers off to the left this time. Payne is by himself to the right. He's got a lot of height here on the defensive back that's covering him, singled up. Thomas rolls out to his left. He's in trouble. Now he takes off running. He's got a first down and more. He's at the 40-yard line. He's being dragged down. Oh, takes a big hit.
Right after
he gets past midfield. Took a big hit out of bounds. No flag comes up as Thomas needs to get back and go play quarterback. He comes out fired up, and that's one of those things that might get your team all pumped up when you take that kind of a hit.
Yeah, it was a little extra John in on the back end. It's Not necessary. In the current situation of the game, you got to know what you're able to give.
Front of the night, all the way out to the 23-yard line of Cathedral. But you know, that hit, you know, in fairness to Chance, he got hit well out of bounds.
He got what they call a hip drop tackle there. The guy was carrying on the back of his shirt, and he dropped his hip as he's going out of bounds to get Chance to go down. It was a dangerous tackle, probably
Absolutely.
gets called at another level.
Thomas rolls out to his right, throws, Lindsey's got it. Short gain, gets knocked out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. They give him 3 on that play.
You see what they have adjusted here in the second half on their defensive side of the ball for the Phantoms is they're playing their linebackers out. No linebackers are playing in the middle. Linebackers are playing out. They're waiting for that swing pass coming and that rollout. So we'll see if Chance can figure that out and hit something over the middle.
Thomas back to pass, blitz coming. He's got time, throws, intercepted! Headed the other way, down the sideline, and Thomas knocks him out of bounds right at midfield. Oh, what a disaster.
Chance Thomas, even though he made that interception, he really, by making that tackle, keeps his game, keeps his team with a chance, and he's losing his cool there on the sideline.
Yeah, that was a tough one because, again, he got the guy open. He didn't see the defender there. He couldn't have seen him. He ended up throwing it right. Just got easily undercut. And as it is, Cathedral has the yard line. 5:10 to go. It's 26-14 Cathedral as Western momentum just got pulled out of him. The rug got pulled out of him. Jefferson sends trip receivers off to the right side. Back offset to his right. Straight back. Now he rolls red. Sets up quickly. Complete. Breaking a tackle. And Bryce Bias. No, make that. Danielle Bowens making the stop, but not before he was trying to get the crowd up. Quickly sets up, throws complete. Out to the right side. Breaks a tackle. Spins away. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Inside the 20-yard line. As Cathedral's stepping on the gas here.
They are. They're really showing their speed here in the second half. Quarterback connecting well with his receivers. That time the receiver is able to put a good move on Aiden Payne to pick up those extra yards on the backside of that play.
First and goal, Cathedral. This second half has been all Cathedral so far. Western's going to have to find themselves quickly. Jefferson handoff left side, skips through a tackle, still on his feet, and stood up there and taken a big hit by John Hardy. I'll give him a couple on the play near the 5. I don't know if a flag came in late. Yep, there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Officials are over there talking things over. Flag came in late. Let's check it out. It's definitely getting chippy and physical, that's for sure. So a dead ball against, looks like a personal foul against Western. Just got to hope that's not not the same guy that got the last one. So that'll move the ball half the distance to the goal. Second down and goal from, looks like about the 3. You know, Justin, from where we're at, thankfully it's not windy.
Yeah, no kidding.
It might be a little cold, huh? Jefferson, back to pass. He's got some time now. He scrambles off to the left. And he's got the corner, and he's in. Touchdown. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. And Cathedral's starting to pour it on.
Cathedral sustaining this offensive effort here in the second half. Matched up with some great defensive play, forcing Western to lose the turnover battle tonight tremendously so far.
They've got 25 points put up here in this third quarter, and we've only gone through, not even through 9 minutes yet.
You remember my projection was 21 to 24 points in the whole rest of the game for everybody, the way that first half was going. We were playing a defensive struggle. And
yeah, 14-7 to 32-14, quick. This half has been all Cathedral. As Villalobos is on to try the extra point.
This is hands down a different level of football here in Division IV, Kent.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't get away with, unforced errors. Discipline, discipline, discipline. You can't turn the ball over, and certainly have. As Villalobos knocks that one through. So with 3:19 to go here in the third quarter, Cathedral 33 and Western 14. Cathedral's turned, if you called the missed onside kick or the botched onside kick plus the fumble and the interception, you just kind of made it really easy for Cathedral, and they've capitalized on every single miscue for the Pioneers so far.
Yeah, and it's some frustration right now for the Western Pioneers. Really try to keep your head on, continue to play an honorable football game, go out there and score some more points, stay on track. It's not an unwinnable game right now if you can make a late push. This is we've seen these type of differences be cleared out in the second half by teams earlier this season, even in different leagues. So Western's got to dig deep, and they got to fight for their seniors right now, and they're underclassmen. Got to remember that it's a long off season of hard work. You don't really want it to end right now. You got to push and push and push and put everything you got into it.
Not sure what we're waiting on here. Looks like the official went over to talk with Coach Davidson, the white hat did. And probably about getting you guys to tone it down a little bit. Because you had guys in midfield on both teams were kind of jawing at each other at the kick. I thought special teams guys weren't supposed to do that. Didn't you say that? Or that just kickers speak when spoken to?
Special teams would enter that category as well.
So special teams will speak when spoken to? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
On special teams, kickoff and kickoff returns. But stay in your lane. No questions asked. Just stay in your lane. Make the block. Or make the tackle. In this case, make the block for Western.
Okay, Villalobos, after this long delay, kicks this thing into the moon. God. That went 5 yards out of the end zone. That is the longest kick I've seen this season. He kicked, and there's a little bit of a breeze, too. I mean, he kicked the snot out of the ball. That ball, he kicked it like it had helium in it.
I hope Coach Riley is looking at that kid. I'm not sure where he's going, but he needs to stay home. Adam, then whoever the next coach at UCLA should be looking at that young man. Be a great story, Kent.
Well, let's see if, especially we're right over the hill here. We're right down Lindsay. It's out to the 29-yard line. Second and 1.
Lindsay's showing his heart, really running with the passion tonight.
This really is a gut check time. Thomas back to pass, blitz coming. He's in trouble back there. He's scrambling around, just throws it away in the direction of Oceano Segbe. He was lucky to get that one off instead of taking a sack. Good for him.
Saved his team some yards there. That would have been pretty much catastrophic. Put him back.
Yeah.
Now he's back at 31.
Yeah, Pioneers really going to have to work on their pass protection, especially going to throw the ball handoff. There's Lindsay, first down. And Moore gets out to the 40-yard line. Skylar Lindsay. Hard running.
Great job by Lindsay. He didn't have much to work with there, but he was able to find a small crease in the offensive line.
What a great way to put it.
Down.
That's a great way to put it. I mean, that was a tiny crease. He got skinny in the hole, and boom, got through it. First down, Western. They've got it at their own 42. 2:28 and counting. Thomas keeps it himself. Oh, God. There's a flag coming in. The guy went right at his head. And they're saying,
you called
what,
that one earlier, but you have to call that one because you called the one earlier.
God. I mean, that guy took off like a missile. Now, he missed him. Thank God he missed him because, I mean, he really did miss him. But that was a missile launch. Holy moly.
It's an instinct as a defender when somebody goes to slide to throw it all out there.
Yeah, he did. He slid and he just got, I mean, a missile launch by Cathedral. Holy crap.
Ooh, and a big update for you, Kent. Earlier, Los Al was down 28-27 as they went in and scored with 4 minutes left to go and missed a PAT. Los Al then had a defensive stop, got the ball back, and is now up 35-28.
How about them Griffins? First and 10, Western at the 39-yard line of Cathedral. Looking for it all. Boy, there's some holding going on there. Looking for dog ball. There's a flag. The flag came in late.
There's a player down, too.
Yeah, there's a Cathedral Phantom lying on his back right at the 22. Let's see what that flag's about.
He's got the wind knocked out of him.
We'll see what that flag's about, as that flag came in after the play. And it's against Western. I think they popped off again. And, man, you're trying to score, and then you do something dumb. I have no idea why they do that. It just it's terrible. So that's going to move the ball back. Instead of having the ball at the 39-yard line, 2nd and 10, now you have it 2nd and 25 back at your own 46. You know, if that's the best we got for discipline, then we can pretty much forget about coming back in this game. That's just terrible.
You're not even going to get away with any of that in D5, D6. You got to go down to D7, D8, D9 where you can still shine and get away with these type of things. This is just a whole nother level of football. It's no joke out here. Cathedral tonight. This has been every bit of a real football game, Kent. Hard-hitting, fast-paced. Like, this is the one you got to lock in, and I really loved our attitude coming out in the game. I liked a lot of our guys' attitude consistently going here through the game, but we lost just a little bit of that oomph here from the first half to the second half. And these guys got to look each other in the eyes and battle back for it, Kent. You know, a lot of helmets off right now, a lot of conversations going on. That's not really what I'm about. Put your helmet on. We're still in a football game. And for anybody who listens back to this tomorrow as a player, you know, I would challenge you to take it serious, to keep your helmet on the field the whole time. Everybody should be on the same page here. Everybody should be wearing their helmet, or everybody has their helmet off, one or the other. Right now, we got a lot of our own stuff going on once the play's done, and I don't want to harp on it, but it does rear its nose into other parts of the games at times, and it's clear to see. And we just are fighting all season to become the best version of ourselves. We've seen that in the first half, and in the second half, we've lost our way a bit.
Yeah, we've lost our way a lot of bit. And, you know, as you point out, it's the little things like that's the difference between winning in regular season and winning in the playoffs. Championship teams don't do this. And clearly we're not ready yet. 2nd down and 25 now. Thomas looks right. Now he comes back left. He's in trouble. Spins away from one sack. Throws complete. Bunch of Young's got it. Flag comes flying in from the back judge here. We'll see what that flag's about.
Somebody downfield, illegal man downfield.
Well, Bunch of Young. Well, the flag came flying in from the back judge, which usually that'd be a line guy that would call it. But let's check this out. Pass interference against Western. Wow.
You see that there's just a whole lot of extra going on, Kent, like from our players. And when I boo that call, I mean, at the end of the play, it's a 5-yard gain. Like, so what to do for you, you know? I don't know.
So remember, Western had the ball 1st and 10 at the Cathedral 39. Now we've got it 2nd down at our own 30-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 20, 30, 40 yards. And this is one of the reasons, like, you got everybody jawing now, and it just this is how you go from proud good program to now you go embarrassing. And I'm sorry guys, this is your actions kind of speaking really loud here. Thomas throws complete, bunch of Young's got it, breaks a tackle, gets to the sideline, and relatively short pickup. He's got a long ways to go. Well, yeah, a lot of guys talking to each other.
I just would commend anybody who's in the stands who thinks they could coach football to go coach football. There's a freshman, a JV. I got girls flag football. I got peewee football. I got snot-nosed football. Shoot, we could play rugby. I have a million coaching jobs for you, but we don't coach from the stands, right? That's the one thing we don't do. So it's one of those things right now. Is a lot of frustration in the air. These refs are trying to figure it all out. But as a fan, as a fan of the game, as a fan of Western High School, this is where you really have to keep your cool about you, your niceness, your who you are, right? Who you're to fall back on.
I think it's called stay classy. You can be a
stay
fighter.
Classy. There you go.
You can be a fighter and still be classy. There's actually an injured Cathedral Phantom laying down. That looks like he's got a cramp also. It's weird to have cramps on a night like tonight, right? Do you have cramps on a night like tonight? You've had Cathedral go down.
Typically, I don't. Game 10, Game 11, Game 12 of a season, you don't see any cramps. You don't see people slamming their helmets. Helmets are $500. They break. They'll protect you from concussions, but if you slam them against the ground 2 or 3 times, it kind of ruins that. I don't know, Ken. Yeah. There's just certain things that you do. You got to keep locked into the game, right? No matter where it's going, and that's what we're having a tough time with right now.
Well, it's kind of like that whole adversity thing, You get, how do you handle adversity? Well, it hasn't been our strong suit this season.
And the bright side is a lot of young members on this team will be returning next year, as this one is. We got a whole another quarter to go, so we got to gain back this momentum, right, Kent? But if it continues this way,
well, you got
it's gonna be a huge learning lesson tonight.
3rd down and 30. So what's your play call at 3rd and 30? Thomas back to pass, sets up a screen to Lindsay. You get a lot of it back there. Lindsay's at midfield, gets pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up now a 4th and 15.
It's a great job by Chance Thomas finding his running back on the screen, and Lindsay turning the speed up, getting down the field north and south as quick as possible, picking up as much yards as he could to make this a more manageable 4th down, as Western is in a situation here where they really just have to go for it.
Yeah, there's no choice. You got it at the Cathedral 44-yard line. You got to look back at the unsportsmanlike penalties. Yeah, those 15 yards, well, you'd have a 1st down right now. Instead, you're 4th and 14. Thomas back to pass. Blitz coming, steps up, in trouble. Down he goes, and Cathedral will take over on downs.
Chance Thomas slow to get up. His offensive line helping him out.
Yeah, what a disastrous 3rd quarter it's been so far for Western. As bad as it was, as good as it was for Western in the 1st quarter of the Trabuco Hill last week's game, we just flipped the script, giving up 26 here in the 3rd, and only 23 seconds to go. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a big switch. Jefferson play action fake, throws complete, breaking a tackle and getting a 1st down inside the Western 40-yard line is Cathedral.
Time Jefferson executing a beautiful play action fake. That had me spooked there. I thought that running back had the football with the wide open lane. He pulled that one out of the stomach and threw it to the receiver.
1st and 10 as clock's winding down. I'm not sure we'll get this play off. And this 3rd quarter will mercifully come to an end. The score at the end of 3, Cathedral 33 and Western 14. Yeah, Justin, I don't think either one of us saw, after that first half, I didn't think there's any way in the heck that we'd be seeing what we're seeing right now. And this is disaster has just struck here.
On the other side of North Orange County, Los Al has now sealed the deal as Lenny Ibarra makes an interception in the end zone as Yorba Linda was driving down. It looks like Lenny Ibarra makes the interception in the end zone with 9 seconds left and runs the clock out. That means Los Al will now be past Yorba Linda there in the first round. We'll take a look at who they'll be playing the next round. Also, we're going to take a checkup on El Medina and La Habra right now in our own division and see who the winner of this game will be more than likely to play.
Well, if this stays the way it's going right now, Cathedral will be heading on over to La Habra to take on the Highlanders in the second round.
It's going to be a tough time getting into that game. That's going to be a loud one.
Yeah, they definitely packed the place over there at
the pit.
I don't know if they still call it the pit. Handoff, right side. Taking a big hit as he got to the 32-yard line. Dogba still playing hard.
We hear about the resurgence of La Habra this year, and I think that you got to call it the pit, right? It's the pit. It's always been the tar pit.
But they redid that stadium.
Yeah.
And last time we were there, it was definitely the pit.
Take the dog out of the fight, but you can't take the fight out of the dog. You take the pit out of La Habra. I don't know. Never mind.
It sounded good, like you're going to set up something good there. As handoff, right side, first down to the Western 23-yard line.
Flag in there late on that play. Huge collision in the backfield as Javion Springs, a sophomore linebacker, goes heads up with big number 54, Mr. Elijah Griffin, 6'6".
There's a flag against, it's against
319.
Cathedral, so that'll move him back. About 15 yards, back to the 40-yard line, negating that first down. Clock winds, 11:15 to go here in the fourth. It's 33-14, Cathedral. Cathedral's probably going to take their time here, let clock wind. As you can almost get into 4-minute mode here at this point. A second down and 12 from the 40-yard line of Western. Jefferson back to pass. He's in trouble. Ian Douglas has him. Down he goes! Ian Douglas.
That's a man sack from Ian Douglas. Very, very ferocious bull rush there. Ian Douglas finds himself through the offensive line, and as that quarterback tries to get away from the big defensive lineman, he's able to wrap his paws on him and take him down for a significant loss there.
All the way,
third and a mile.
All the way back to the Cathedral 47-yard line.
And not an Orange County mile, but an LA mile.
Third down and 25. A big loss by Ian Douglas. Believe it or not, that's his first sack of the season. High snap, inside handoff. Skips through and gets taken down right at the 46 for little to no gain, fourth down. And Cathedral sends a punting unit on.
Tackle made there by R.J. Dogba.
Rufus Dogba.
I've seen a really interesting thing today from Western. A lot of these athletes going on to play basketball. Mr. Rufus Dogba himself. I got a bunch of these guys. I'll name right after this, but get them all. Marley Holguin playing basketball.
Oh, wow.
We got Taiwan Nesby who plays basketball. I think there was 5 guys from this football team, 5 or 6 guys that will be on the varsity basketball team as well. So
you like seeing these kids play multiple sports. You know, it's just the high school experience. I mean, the reality of it is not many people get to go past high school. You know, for one of these teams tonight, and right now it's looking like Western, these guys won't be playing, you won't play competitive football again. Well, you just don't do it. You know, it's It's not like baseball or basketball where you can play rec leagues afterward. There really is no rec tackle football league.
Oh, if you're a senior, this is it, you know?
Right.
Go get ready for junior college or college if you want to continue your career.
And that's a tough way to go. As a ball, Bill Lobos boots this one away, bounces, and this is where you want to step up and catch the ball there. But it's let to bounce and stop right at the 20-yard line.
One thing I'll say, Kent, something that Coach Davidson and his staff have done a tremendous job of over the last few years is all the guys that don't have Division I offers right now that want to continue playing football does a fantastic job getting them in these late offers and placing them in D2, D3, you know, all over the place, smaller schools and whatnot. With the oncoming of schools like Chapman, you know, other schools starting football programs back up, Coach Davidson really being a go-getter and fighting and battling for his kids is a huge reason why Western is what Western is. And I think the last few years, 5 or 6 extra guys getting scholarships or some type of playing time at a college, a preferred walk-on, etc. So we'll get more into that. I'm sure later this season you guys will be able to see some of that after season, sorry.
Thomas rolling out to his left, throws. Bunchy Young's got it complete. And he'll get close to first down yard. It actually goes knocked out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup out to the Western 27-yard line. Clock stopped at 8:15 to go here in the fourth. Cathedral leading 33-14.
Bunchy Young going one-on-one there with Rayshawn Covington. Covington looking like Bunchy Young's body size from last year compared to Bunchy Young, who's much bigger this year.
Yeah. Thomas straight back, steps up in the pocket, takes off running, throws, complete. RJ Dogbaugh's got it, hurdles a man out to the 50-yard line. Flag comes in. I don't think you can hurdle in high school. That was a big-time hurdle. That was along the lines.
Somebody's going that low on you. What are you supposed to do? You're going to hurdle them.
That's a Saquon Barkley hurdle. Let's check it out.
So you lose yards for that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't hurdle unless the official's going to wave it off, and he does.
Yeah, wave that off. Somebody's coming to tackle your shins. You're going to have to jump over them.
Did you say Dogbaugh's playing basketball?
Yeah.
He's got the hops. You saw that right there. The hops of Rufus Dogbaugh.
Wouldn't be doubted if he could throw one down and jam. How athletic he is. I think a couple of these guys could definitely jam on this team.
That was incredible. Well, as it is, 1st and 10 Western. They've got it at their own 49-yard line. Clock is the enemy of the Pioneers. 8:15 to go. Thomas rolling out to his left. Throws in and out of the hands of Young. Flag comes in. The second drop of the night for Bunchy. Flag, this thing probably wouldn't have counted anyways. I think he got holding against the Pioneers. No, ineligible man downfield. And not sure if they're going to take it or they'll decline it. Yep, they're going to move. They're going to accept the penalty and move him back. But Bunchy Young, that's his second drop of the night. So an ineligible man downfield would have negated it anyway, so it'll be 1st down and 15. Back to the Western 44-yard line, 8:09 to go. Here in the fourth, 33-14, Cathedral. Thomas back to pass, looks right, throws, incomplete. Looking for Payne there and tightly covered, incomplete.
That one was just thrown at a weird angle there to Payne. Payne was kind of slipping in his route, the top of his route, and that throws to the outside of him and wasn't able to get that stretch out and try to make the catch.
You know, you can look. You're looking out on the field. You can see the field's got that glisten on it from the the dew coming in. Thomas, flea flicker back to Thomas again. He takes off running right side. He's got some room. He's at midfield and more. He's at the 40 and steps out of bounds right near the Cathedral 30-yard line. 1st down Western.
Now see if Western can put this one in the end zone, come back out and give themselves another shot, an onside kick. They already got one chance off, and they've been really good at it this year, so you got to like their chances of getting an onside kick if they can put themselves in that position and put some points on the board here.
They'll mark it down at the Cathedral 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Thomas has Lindsay offset to his left. Dogba in the slot to the left side. Thomas quickly sets up, throws. Lindsay's got it. Still on his feet, down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Western. You know, it looked to me like he dropped it. Looked like he took a few steps, bounced it, and then picked up and ran.
I kind of missed that part.
I could be making it up, too. Who knows? We'll never know.
Lindsay's continued to be a warrior out there tonight.
First and goal, Western. They got it at the 9-yard line.
Look for Chance Thomas to roll out right and hit Lindsay on the flat, running back flat.
Rolling to his right. There's Lindsay again. And he gets stopped this time. As that one got sniffed out a little bit, Lindsay, you know, as you called it, Lindsay had, you know, from here, it looked like, boy, there was a lot of, you know, he's going to get in, but coming up and knifing up from his linebacker spot, stopped Lindsay short of the end zone.
Yeah,
Second down.
He's been an impressive linebacker. I believe that was Daquan Jeffis.
Yeah, he's their leading tackler. There's a timeout. Cathedral. I believe that might be their second timeout. So with she almost fell. 7:26 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 33-14, Cathedral. You know, this is a nice drive, and you know, you look back and you're going to be kicking yourself if the Pioneers can't pull this one out. You're going to kick yourself of the chances that you had and how you left point. You just basically gave away points in that third quarter.
That onside kick, you know, it's not getting enough on it. It's the little things like that. If you're going to go for that, you got to make sure that there's at least an opportunity to recover it. Very, very hard thing to do for a kicker, though, Kent. You just don't know how that ball is going to bounce, how much to put on it. It's not an exact science.
Ball's on the right hash mark. Thomas brings him to the line of scrimmage. Lindsay offset to his right. Trip receivers to the left. Thomas looking left, throws, looking for Bunchy over his head, and he got it. Flag comes in late. Looks like Osei and Osegbe caught it.
Went off Bunchy's hands and into Inosegbe's hands.
Well, let's see what we got here. I think it should be a touchdown. Osei caught it, waved off the flag. Raise your hands, official. It's a touchdown. I don't see, official still hasn't raised his hand. There he is. Touchdown Western. All right. Osei and Osegbe.
There we go. Western's still in the game, guys. Western will go out there now. Looks like they will go for the extra point and keep it simple.
So on to try the extra point is Rafael Rodriguez out of the hold of Noah Inskeep. They still haven't put the 6 on the board for Western yet, but we know it's in because you don't try an extra point unless you score a touchdown, right? Good snap. Kick is up, and it is perfect. So with 7:21 to go here in the fourth quarter, it's Cathedral 33 and Western 21. Two-score ball game for the Pioneers. They're still in it.
And now the way you're at here, Kent, you get in an interesting situation, which is like, do you go for the onside right now, or do you kick it deep and give your defense a chance? You got the timeouts. You really don't want to see this offense on your side of the field, especially the way they're just going to run down the clock and stuff. So this might be one where you just want to put it deep, try to pin them back there, or like we did earlier, put it out of bounds. They start at the 35. They might just make us kick it again.
Well, they don't have anybody deep. Nobody is deeper than the 30-yard line.
Go drop that thing right on the 20. Right on the 20.
You just kick it quick over the, yeah. I mean, you kick it over the.
Go.
There's nobody ready. Deep. You got a huge, just kick it into the 20-yard line. There's nobody deep there. He kicks it deep. And it's returnable at the 5. Headed to the left side. Still on his feet and tackled right around the 25-yard line. Some extracurricular down there. Wow. Elijah Washington gets his helmet torn off. Holy moly. Now you can't have coaches leave the sideline.
Kids leaving the sideline. You got Elijah losing his cool.
Well, no, Elijah had his helmet ripped off. Chance has his helmet off. He's got to keep his helmet.
He left the sideline with his helmet off. That's why you got to keep your helmet on. That's precisely why you got to keep your helmet on.
Yeah. Well, Elijah had his helmet ripped off. So let's check out this flag here. We talked about it getting chippy earlier, and there was some definite stuff going on down there. And actually, he's been talking to the other side here for a while, and I think they're just kind of getting even. Let's check it out. These are young warriors down there. They battle. You got a physical game. Physical, emotional, but you really do got to keep it in check.
Right, especially when you finally got some momentum going your way. You don't want to just throw it away.
Yeah, and again, this flag should come against Cathedral, because when you got one guy with his helmet ripped off, pretty good chance it's on the other team. And Elijah Washington had his helmet ripped off. So a dead ball. We got a personal foul against Cathedral, which is the right call. And, it's already emotional anyway. You get your helmet ripped off. At least they didn't beat him with it. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? You rip your helmet off and beat him with it? Or is that just some joke? Okay, so I want to say because it's dead ball foul. No, they're going to move the sticks. Yeah, they're going to. Okay, it's 1st and 10. Cathedral. They've got the ball at their own, about the 12-yard. I want to say it's the 12-yard line. 7:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Western showing life. They're gonna need a stop right here. And the way that happens, you got to have cool heads here.
Western goes beefy with Ian Douglas going back into the game.
Handoff, nothing doing. As the right side of Western's defense just collapsed. Ian Douglas right in the middle of all that.
Ian Douglas, Aiden Luna, John Hardy, all coming together to make that tackle.
Aiden goes through some. Ian goes through some. He's had some challenges, off the field, and you don't ever really know what these kids go through. And I got to tell you something. I have a whole lot of empathy for that young man and how he's handling things.
And respect for them.
2nd and 10. Again, you got to remember, they're kids. They really are. Looking over the middle and complete a strike. As Aiden Payne was in coverage there, but puts it right on the money, right at the 35-yard line. 1st down.
Aiden was step for step with the receiver and just didn't get his eyes around it when that ball got released.
First and 10 at the Cathedral 35-yard line. Cathedral letting the clock wind down before they take the snap. High snap, handoff, left side, breaks a tackle. And taken down just short of the 1st down at the 44. But you can see what Cathedral's doing here. They're letting the clock wind all the way down. They're watching the back judge raise his hand before the 5-second clock. They wind down 5 seconds. We're under 6 minutes to go here in the 4th. And the way this game is going, this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be filled with regret, I'm afraid. Cathedral now in a bunch formation tight. Handoff. Left side, 1st down. Out to the Cathedral 47-yard line.
Western doing a good job tackling running back on that play, but not before they're able to pick up a 1st. And at some point, you got to make a stop here. This is getting too tight for your liking.
Need a turnover here. Handoff. And hitting the backfield. Aiden Luna had a hold of him and really short gain. But they stay in bounds, keep the clock rolling. Flag comes in late. That'll stop the clock.
Cathedral.
Yeah, it's funny. On that, it looked like the guys are just kind of falling over each other.
It was a late shove there by one of the linemen as they were all trying to get up. Yeah,
yeah. I didn't really see anything.
That's a bonehead play.
Malicious, but yeah, if that's against Cathedral, boy, that is a bonehead play. Because that clock was winding. You know, it's stopped right now because of the flag. We're at 4. It's like 4:19. Let's check out the flag. It's a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, against Western.
Wow.
Oh, no, and against Cathedral. Okay.
Offsetting.
Yeah, you just got to wonder who was it. Well, nobody's coming off the game yet, so it wasn't someone that's already had one. So those offsetting penalties will. Yeah, I didn't see it happen. I just saw somebody fall down. Looked like they were kind of mumbling around. I'm not sure what everybody's booing about.
I'd really love to remind our fans to have some class right now. This is not the place you want to leave cussing up a storm.
Yeah, there's ghosts here.
The ghouls.
There's ghosts. This is built on a graveyard.
And ghouls and
right.
Phantoms.
There's phantoms. In fact,
leave here with some.
They're standing on top of the phantom right there.
You want to leave here with no phantom energy.
Do phantoms have energy? Handoff. And still driving, fighting hard. Going to be close to the first down. He's going to be about 2 yards short. It's a ball carrier for Cathedral. As we're at 4:13 and counting. Here in the fourth, 3rd down and 2. If Western has any shot at capturing this ball game,
they have to get a stop.
They got to stop right here. Third down and 3. And there is dew on this. So when we walk out of here, make sure you don't fall on our butts. Jefferson waiting to the last minute, and then Western jumps offside. And there's an easy 5 yards.
The biggest play of the year to keep you in this game, and
he jumped off sides. Well,
first time tonight, at least. But
comes at a critical time, and I'm going to say that's going to put the nail in the coffin.
Go ahead with the rest of it, Chick Hearn.
Nail in the coffin. In a graveyard, right? It all kind of works, right?
All the way through to the Phantoms.
Yep. Nail in the coffin in a graveyard. Well, you know, you could say at least they didn't kill us.
No, I mean, this was this division is going to be a really thorough, tough division. I think Western just got their, just got a new experience tonight of what Division IV could feel like. This team has a great chance of making it back here to Division IV next year again. Somewhere within that same bracket, right? And with some experience, right? 1 year older, 1 year wiser.
Yeah, as Western takes their first time out of the half. But yeah, you definitely know that this team could, but what won't happen, you'll have the same result if you do the same things as we've done in games we got behind, where we shoot ourselves in the foot. If we can't be disciplined, this is as good as it's going to get. You'll win a few games, you'll go 6-5 or 5-5. You can't go further than that playing like this. It's not good enough. I mean, you and I have been around. We've seen a lot more football at higher levels, and nobody who does this advances. We saw a LaSalle team with incredible amount of talent, but they shot themselves in the foot constantly.
Yeah.
And it was the same. It's the same kind of stuff. It's undisciplined stuff, and the team you're getting beaten by teams with lesser talent. And as you look across this team, talent for talent, does Western have more? I'd say maybe. There's a good chance that they're at least equal.
If you go dime for dime, I mean, on the skill position, I'd say Western has the edge on talent. Now, when you go inside, there is some big size there. Some guys I haven't really scouted from Cathedral have done well tonight, but I think we line up there pretty well, too. You look across the board, this was an even matchup. This was two welterweights going at it tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And, for the first half was really entertaining, and Western just self-destructed in the third quarter.
Great
As
job.
Ian Douglas just throws down the running back, calls a timeout here.
Ian Douglas tapping into his inner Warren Sapp, Ndabinkin Sioux.
Yeah, number 99. That's a good point. Yeah, I love it.
Beast.
I didn't even think about that. Great call. Ndabinkin Sioux.
Possibly one of the meanest players to ever play football.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like the Aaron Douglas one.
Oh, so the one before that for Ian Douglas, I said Warren Sapp and Sioux. Aaron Donald.
Yeah, for the rent. Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
Aaron Donald wasn't 99 though, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
99.
For some reason, I thought it was 93. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah.
99,
those are some big names. Regardless, those are some big names you just threw out there, and
So the way he makes once he gets to the backfield and makes that tackle, it's vicious.
It is vicious. It's mean, and you look at his face, and he's got a baby face. Don't let him. I hope he doesn't hear this, but he's got a baby face when you look at him. This is a nice looking kid. He's a kid, and he's got this side to him that I love. It's vicious when he plays football. He's the man comes out, the beast. Okay, 3rd down and 11 for Western. They've got one timeout left. Ball is at the 40-yard line of the Pioneers. Cathedral splits out wide.
Well, I'm checking the run football.
Jefferson rolls out right, throws, complete, 1st down. Quentin Hale. That route he ran. I mean, Justin, I don't know I'm sure you saw it, but man, that was just like incredible route.
Yeah, him and his quarterback have that connection like Chance and JJ had last year, where very crisp on certain routes where they're just unguardable.
It really is. I mean, you can't really stop it. And that 1st down, Jefferson keeps it right side. He steps out of bounds for some reason.
Could have sat down right there. Would have been the smart idea.
Yeah, he's been playing a pretty heady game. And you look at him, you look at him on the field here, it's like, man, he looks like a sophomore. He's like a little guy.
It's about the size of Xavier Guess, who we seen last year. Obviously throws with the right arm instead of the left arm, but very similar in the quick twitch once he gets going. I think Xavier Guess had a bit of a little bit quicker when it came to like shooting out of a cannon, but this guy's top end speed is just phenomenal.
Yeah, it really is. And I like his passes. I mean, he's made some throws tonight that were just really great.
This reminds me of like the purple out there and the numbers and stuff. Just reminds me of a young Baltimore Ravens, like there's a little Lamar Jackson with a lot less size, and Rashad Bateman out there to the right, number 0.
Yeah, there you go. That is them. Well, we're flag against Western. Moves the ball down to the 10-yard line. And this, I think we're all not sure why we call timeout here.
It's quite possibly the longest second half we've had all year.
What time you got?
It's 9:55.
Oh, wow. This has been a long half.
Referees have had a lot of trouble getting it together tonight.
God, no kidding. In the first half seemed like
I don't even know what they're doing right now. We got referees like 40 yards away from each other. They're faced the opposite way. probably trying to get a message up there to the clock operator who's been possibly under the influence of sleep or something else tonight. If the clock just had ran normal at the start of the game, this game would have been over.
Yeah, exactly. It's been over a long time ago. Jefferson still throwing the ball, looking for Hale, and Nunley all over him, incomplete. Clock stops. We're at 2:19. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Cathedral's still throwing the ball. I mean, they really got games in hand. You know, the only bad things could happen here is because, you know, you're clearly going to be heading on.
Throw the ball like that, interception happens, goes the other way. I mean, now you got a game.
Yeah, exactly. When all you got to do really is just
smart decision.
You pretty much just got to. You could kneel down here and nobody gets hurt.
Yep.
I mean, you got to be thinking like, okay,
that's
we're playing La Habra next week.
Gotta have Hill against La Habra.
Handoff up the middle, through, and he's in. Touchdown. Icing on the cake. So now you got Cathedral waving by and all that kind of good stuff. These guys really don't like each other. That I can tell you. We'll see what happens with the handshake. This is going to be interesting.
La Habra tonight took out El Medina 34-7. So be two buzzsaws going at each other.
You got Cathedral will be traveling down to La Habra. As Western will be packing their gear. As Villalobos tacks on the extra point, making the score Cathedral 40 and Western 21. Got 2 minutes to go. That doesn't mean it's out of the realm of possibility, Justin. You've been in these kind of conditions before.
Yep.
Came back, got the win. But the difference is that when you're undisciplined, you're not going to, you don't have a whole lot of hope. It's like when you're playing well and you're handling adversity. I mean, when you're not dealing with adversity, you're just playing well. Well, then you can finish the game because you got the athletes. But when I've seen a real troubling trend here is that whenever there's adversity, we don't answer.
And there's times that we're a bit too stuck on ourselves, is how I would say it, Kent. The selfish moments, the penalties, that we're getting on sidelines. Jumping off sides is one thing, but slamming helmets, walking over, talking to the parents at the gate, it's just about staying locked in on the game. That's what it's really about. And when you stay locked in on the game for 48 minutes, truly for 10 straight regular season games, you'll never even think about taking a helmet off or even check yourself out of anything. You're ready to go at all times, and you're still battling.
Yeah. Oh, Villalobos kicks us away into the night and through the end zone. I don't think we've been to a game where the kickers kicked it in the end zone 7 straight times. Right? 7?
Not at Western.
No, I don't remember at any level. I know we've seen some good kicks.
Maybe not 7 times, but we've seen some kickers, that's for sure.
No, we definitely have, but I don't recall ever seeing 7 touchbacks in a game. Ever. I mean, that's an awful lot. And you're right, we've seen some really good kickers. Well, let's see if Western can get some style points here, add some stats to finish up this season. Thomas quickly throws. Dogbaw's got it. Takes a vicious hit. Flags come flying in. You got to call the flag because they about tore his head off. But, you got 3 guys throwing flags. Like, come on, guys, let's get out of here.
The guy from the backside's throwing it 30 yards.
Exactly. Like, come on, dude. You didn't see those other yellow flags come flying in? Do you need to throw yours too? Now we're being critical of the refs.
Yeah.
We're losing it, man.
We're losing it.
Just who we have lost. Announcers are losing their composure, too. Thomas throws. It's complete.
That's Bunchy
Bunchy.
Young to first down.
Into Cathedral territory. Clock's up. I don't even know if it ever won. Did it ever go? It looks like it's still 2:18. Yeah, I don't think it's moved since Western's had the ball.
I mean, who's play all night? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Toss, that's Lindsay, right side. It's knocked out of bounds. I want to say he's got close to 8 catches tonight.
I'd like to see that chart of everywhere that Lindsay's ran on the football field, because he's been everywhere tonight.
Yeah. You know, we can talk about some of these seniors that, you know, will be playing their final game here tonight for the Pioneers. Skylar Lindsay's the first one that comes to mind. Again, he only played here one season. But, guy, you know, every time I see him, he's got a great smile on his face, and I just like him. I really like how he plays, how he approaches it. He's just his great attitude. He's a great kid to be around.
I think that's a guy you're going to see work his way up at the next level and really become everything he could ever be as a back when he grows into who he's going to be as a man.
Another great one I like was Rufus Dogba, number 3. As we're throwing into the end zone for Bunchy, incomplete.
He dropped it at the end there.
Yeah, I got it separated from there. Rufus Dogba, you know, I thought he was a junior, and I come to find out he's going to actually he's going to stay an extra year in a prep school to continue on. I'm not sure what exactly caused it, but he's going to be black paying at a prep school next season to basically reclassify as a 2027 player. But, you know, I was saying, like, I would have loved to see him in the offseason. I can imagine how hard he would have worked in the offseason to get bigger and stronger. He's just got that mentality, and I just really like how Rufus has been this season. Elijah Washington, the ball's complete out to Rufus. Dogba's got a first down near the 20-yard line as we're under 2 minutes to go. You know, another great one, Elijah Washington, the defensive back. He's been, you know, smaller guy, but he's a guy you always call and you can always count on. Thomas breaks tackle, and he's going to get sacked. And Western takes its final timeout.
And he got big Jacob Taylor.
Number 6, Jacob Taylor. You know, he's a guy we remember from last year. Big, quiet kid. Pushed into a leadership role this time, but really, like, you know, again, another great guy you want to see all the time. Osei Segbe, number 7, came on, had a huge game last week. Again, the first year here with us, really like how he plays. Bunchy Young, what can you say about that kid?
Bunchy Young, special, man. Special smile, special kid. Great light for our city, I'll say that. Bunchy is luminous, and he brought a lot of happiness to Anaheim and to Western High School, and he will continue on that route as he moves on to Fresno State.
Ernest Nunley, you know, quiet kid, great student. His mom, Tracy, you know, he's also got a younger brother, Travion, had an interception last week against Trabuco Hills. He'll be back next season. But, again, Ernest Nunley, going to miss seeing him around, you know, next year for the Pioneers. Let's wait for this play here. Thomas into the end zone looking for Bunchy. If he hangs on. And it's intercepted.
Bunchy took a big hit on the back end of that play.
Yeah, he did. That pass was too bunchy, but it got intercepted. That's the second of the night.
Noah Inskeep to Chase Utley.
The
kind
Chase
of guy
Utley,
out there. You know, Holden, he's done a lot for us in last year and this year. Holden for the extra points, of course, punting, which was critical this year. Clearly our best punter this year. We struggled without him. Last year, he got in a lot of different places, play a little bit of receiver. Seen him, I think, once or twice there at quarterback or something. I don't know. He's kind of been everywhere, learned all the positions, and has been a really solid Western program guy.
And you got Donovan Davis, who actually turned out to be our longest distance kicker, as well as playing a great defensive end for the Pioneers.
And as you go down the list, there is not a whole lot more seniors.
No, just Chris Tapia and then Nick Costanza.
And the last one we missed was Boymai Sony.
Boy, my son, he never actually played. You know, he's actually related to Rufus Dogbaugh. I believe they're brothers, and he never got cleared to play. So it's we never got to see Boyma play except in practice. And you feel for him. You come out to play football, or you come over to, you have to come out from Arizona to play, and you don't ever get a chance to play. So it's a tough one, tough way to go. Yeah, as Cathedral just take a knee here, and both teams are showing good sportsmanship here at the end, shaking hands. So
that's how it should be.
Exactly. This was a hard-fought game, and you got to feel you want these guys to shake hands at the end and realize it was a battle. We dropped it, we won. We're going to show some class and kind of just get through it all as they're going to get lined up here to.
Ken, if you give me a minute, I want to.
You got a minute. Go ahead.
For our younger classmen as we go down the list, a couple things that really impressed me about each of these guys this year and something they can take going into the next year. Chance Thomas becoming a leader. He has had to lead as a young man last year, this year, but he's really stepping into it. I think Chance Thomas is going to make that big step this year. I hope Chance Thomas works with only one quarterback guy, figures out who his guy is, and really gets those hips down, starts securing that ball, and keeps that head steady. Chance Thomas is one of the best leaders in this game that's been here at Western, but he has a lot of growth that he could do before senior year, and I challenge Chance to do that. He's a great kid. Going down the list, you've got Aiden Payne, who just came on here phenomenally this year after coming from Los Alamitos. Aiden Payne getting his first 2 offers, San Diego State, of course, and played like a senior this year. He will have another year left. Speedy guy that's going to be a target, obviously, for Chance Thomas. As we go down there, John Hardy, a smaller guy. I'd love to see him get in the weight room. Has showed tremendous effort all year long playing linebackers, underside linebacker like myself. I think John Hardy can pick up a few more intricacies to the game and really solidify himself as a staple defenseman for Western. And as we walk down at Kent, there was just some tremendous younger guys like Taiwan Nesby, a sophomore, getting a ton of playing time this year. As we walk down there, Bryce Bias tonight got playing time, has been impressive anytime he's touched the field, has a great frame to grow into like a lot of these guys. Deshaun Rufus, the younger brother, Deshaun Rufus, of course, only a sophomore. Aiden Luna played like a senior, leads like a senior, has led like a senior. That guy needs to take this offseason, he took last offseason, and bring 20 guys with him, make them work just as hard. Every guy on that line should be working with Aiden every day, and his dad and whoever else they're working with. And just to clear up the last little bit here, Kent, some more really impressive guys, obviously, Ian Douglas, and a lot of those linemen that don't get named, right? Those specials offensive linemen, I didn't get a chance to really connect with those guys this year, but they did a tremendous job of growing together. We've seen a much better product here at the end of this year than we did at the start of the year, and this team's just a hair away. They've got to really come together in the offseason, and anybody who's going to be part of this program, lock in now, lock in completely, and don't unlock until we see you guys next season, and the presents that come for that will be great for us all.
Well, the Pioneers finished their season at 6-5. They are off till back till next August. Well, actually, they'll have a bunch of the off-season stuff coming up here. Next week, Cathedral travels over to La Habra to continue their quarterfinal match. For Justin Connolly, this is Kent McKell saying goodnight from Cathedral High School. And thank you very much for all of you who've been listening to us this entire season. We certainly appreciate it and look forward to bringing you back next year. Take care and good night.